everybody, Persia here. If you are receiving this video, it's because you volunteered to either partner with me in finances or prayer or both with my residency at Redeemer. And I want to say thank you. I hope this video is encouraging and efficient and informative because I'm having a ton of fun learning how to do this whole video blogging thing. And I chose this transition for two reasons. One, because I just felt like it was much more personable, much more inviting to people, and it's easier for me to convey things going on in my ministry. And then two, it's just much more me, learning the ins and outs of support raising, learning how to inform my supporters and my partners, learning how to really ask for prayer on things. I'm learning that I really love this avenue of keeping you guys in the loop. Also, I really love YouTube, and so to have a reason to make videos and to edit them and upload them is really awesome. Alright, the first order of business is partners and percentages, and I call this segment that because it's my way of directly telling you how support raising is going from a logistical standpoint. And currently I have 17 partners that have volunteered to partner with me financially or through prayer or through both. And that puts me at 25% funded. That is 1/4 of the way, and I feel so thankful for how much God has given, how much He's just laid it on people's hearts to give, and how much He's really increased my level of faith in His goodness and His provision through this process. Unfortunately, it is lower than what I hoped to be at by this point. I hoped my prayer when I started support raising was to be at 30% by the end of May. And I did not make that goal, but I have had so many amazing conversations with people, so many times of just feeling like I couldn't go anymore with support raising, that people have encouraged me, people have come through with new names, come through with one-time gifts, and truly just been the hands and feet of Jesus to me through this process. In fact, one of my most encouraging and affirming appointments this past week was with someone that wasn't able to give financially. He was able to partner with me through prayer and through updates, but he wasn't able to, he just didn't have the margin in his budget to partner with me financially. But during that time, he really affirmed me in my ministry calling and really encouraged me to keep going. And I was able to hear and be updated on what's going on in his life and hear how the Lord is shaping and molding him. And altogether, it was a great time of laughter, of information. It was just a really great meeting. And so it really illustrated to me that God is able to provide and encourage and use those times much more than just asking someone to give on a website or write a check. Of course, I'm praying that He does that. I'm really praying that He does that, but He does more imaginably than I can ask or think or request. In the last section of my videos will be prayer requests. These are ways that you at home can tangibly be interceding for me and what's going on in my ministry, for my hopes, for my failures, for my losses. And it's also just the most open and honest ways to talk about what's going on in my heart during this time of support raising. The first is to be praying for me to be able to meet more and more people to share my vision for ministry with. By July 24th, I have to be at 80% in my funding, and so that means that I have to meet tons and tons of people to be able to share my ministry with, and obviously ask to partner with me in the way that you have. Secondly, I would want to pray that I am 80% funded by July 24th because it's the only way I'll be able to start my job. And so pray that God would provide in huge, huge ways. I already know that He has, I know that He is, and I know that He will. And the last thing is definitely to be in prayer for the other 4 residents that are coming on to staff in July, just like I am. They're all college kids. They're all some of my closest friends. I've been walking with them for years, and they all virulently love Jesus. And so if you could please be in prayer that support raising would go as blissful, as sanctifying, as amazing as it has for me, that would be so, so amazing. Well, I think that's all. That's all that I had on my agenda to share with you guys for today. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedules to watch this video. And if you have any other questions about how support raising works, how you can better be praying for me more intricately, anything concerning this entire process, please email me at persia.gambles@reliant.org. That's persia.gambles@reliant.org. It should be somewhere on the screen right here. Bye! But well, my first order of business. My first order of business. I'm so sorry. You don't deserve that. My first order of business with you guys is to update you on things happening in my ministry and how support raising is going from a numbers standpoint, and that means sharing how many partners and what percentage I'm at, as well as it's a direct and for the last piece of information, the last piece of this